If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think about energy, frequency, and vibration. That is not the words of a mystic, but of Nikola Tesla, the scientific genius revered by the whole world. However, few people know Tesla was strangely obsessed with the numbers 3, 6, 9. He believes that they are not just ordinary numbers, but the key to understanding how the universe works. Sounds crazy? Maybe. But let's think about it differently. Why do these numbers repeat in sacred geometry, in music, in the frequencies of nature? Why are so many people today using the 3-6-9 technique to change reality, heal, and communicate with the universe? Is this just a New Age trend? Or is it an ancient code that modern humans have inadvertently forgotten? In this video, we will explore the deeper layers of meaning behind the 3-6-9 sequence together. Understand why Tesla dedicated his entire life to studying it, and how you can apply these hidden laws to synchronize yourself with the frequency of the universe. You don't need to be a scientist or a spiritualist to understand these things. Just an open heart and a soul ready to embrace what the world still hides. If these things resonate with you, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so the Alchemist's wisdom can continue to unlock the codes of the universe with you.
Nikola Tesla, the genius inventor, regarded as the father of modern technology, once said that if you understand the meaning of the three numbers 3, 6, and 9, you will hold the key to the universe. But he never publicly explained why. Among the thousands of designs, patents, and experiments he left behind, there remains a strange gap, a part of the secret that Tesla perhaps intentionally left unsaid. Even stranger, he would often walk around a building 3 times before entering, only stay in hotels with room numbers divisible by 3, and even wash his hands exactly 18 times, a number that, when added together, still equals 9. Is it just a personal obsession, or an expression of a profound knowledge that transcends reason? According to energy researchers, these 3 numbers represent an ancient vibrational cycle, a sacred frequency that is repeated throughout the universe. In spiral geometry, such as the Fibonacci sequence or the shape of galaxies, you always find traces of 3, 6, and 9 at key points. The number 3 symbolizes creativity and expression. The number 6 represents harmony and resonance, while the number 9 embodies the energy of completion, cosmic intelligence, and the return to the source. What makes these numbers special is that they do not follow the usual arithmetic cycle. In the digital root system, all numbers fall into a repeating pattern, except for 3, 6, and 9. For example, when you multiply 1 by 2, 3, 4, and add the resulting digits together, you will see that 3, 6, 9 always appear as a form of hidden link, leading to the hypothesis that these are not ordinary numbers, but rather an invisible energy axis that operates everything. Tesla did not specify why he was obsessed with 369, but traces of this number set can be found in every ancient civilization, from the Egyptian pyramids to Kabbalah to Pythagorean music and Hindu temples. In all those ancient systems, these 3 numbers are associated with awakening, creation, and the union between the material and the spiritual. Could it be that Tesla saw what others overlooked? Has he perhaps held a part of the code that the universe has etched into everything, from atoms to galaxies. And the bigger question is, can you use these numbers to create the reality you have always desired?
If you ever stop to truly contemplate these three numbers, 3, 6, and 9, you will realize something strange. They are not just simple numbers. In numerology and ancient symbolic systems, they represent three layers of energy that everything in the universe operates on. 3 is creation, 6 is matter, and 9 is the soul. The number 3 often appears in the structure of life: 3 dimensions of space, 3 states of water, 3 cycles of day and night. It is the beginning of a cycle, the energy that pushes us forward. The number 6, with its balanced and symmetrical shape, represents the material world, where everything manifests in form. And the number 9, the pinnacle, the completion, the circle closing, but also the beginning of a new cycle. In many cultures, the number 9 is considered the number of the divine, as it contains all the previous energies compressed into a single point. That is why many philosophers call the number 9 the door to the invisible world. But what makes 369 special is not just the symbols, but their appearance in the natural mathematical laws. Try summing the numbers in the Fibonacci sequence, a series that represents growth in nature, and you will see strange results. They continuously revert to 3, 6, or 9. No matter which number you start with, whether you double it, halve it, or sum it up, in the end, the remaining number will still be one of these three numbers. As if the universe is operating under a hidden code, and that code always points towards this sacred trio. Nikola Tesla once emphasized, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And 369 is the numerical representation of those three aspects. Many people believe that 3 is the source vibration, 6 is the frequency that manifests what you believe, and 9 is the synthesizing energy, the frequency that connects you to the universal consciousness field. Another interesting thing is that when you sum the numbers from 1 to 9, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 equals 45. 4 plus 5 equals 9. If you try adding all the numbers from 1 to 100, you will also get a number whose sum is 9. No matter how far you go around, it seems that all roads lead to 9, as if it is the final convergence point, where all energy dissolves to return to its origin. So why is 9 the perfect number? Because it symbolizes an ending without being an ending. In many ancient civilizations, the cycle of life was always divided into 9 stages, from birth, growth, maturity, old age, illness, death, dissolution, rest, and rebirth. The number 9 is the stage that transcends the cycle, where the soul begins to transform. And when you reconnect 3, 6, 9 in a cycle, 3 opens creativity, 6 materializes, 9 transforms. You will see that it is not a linear sequence, but a spiral, where energy never repeats, but always expands, always evolves.
And when you realize that 3, 6, 9 are not just numbers, but also the foundational heartbeat of the universe, you will begin to see their traces everywhere, especially in sacred geometry and the magnificent works of ancient civilizations. In Vortex math, the strange spiral mathematics developed by Marco Rodin,
3, 6, and 9 do not lie on the rotation cycle like other numbers. They stand outside the circle, as if playing the role of observers, navigators, or keeping the rhythm for the entire system. If you connect the numbers from 1 to 9 according to the energy pattern, you will see 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5 rotating continuously, while 3, 6, and 9 do not. They stand apart, like the axis of the universe, not caught up in chaos, but the very principle that causes all movement to occur. In sacred geometry, the spiral is a shape that appears at every level, from human DNA, shells, plant anatomy systems, to the structure of galaxies. And when we measure these spirals, from the Fibonacci sequence to the golden ratio, we repeatedly find resonance with numbers leading to 3, 6, or 9. This is what leads many people to believe that this trio is the original code of creation, the basic blueprint of reality. Looking back at history, the ancient Egyptians did not build the pyramids randomly. The angles, heights, and length ratios all adhere to sacred numerical laws that we are only beginning to decipher today. Hermetic texts also speak of the principle as above, so below. Everything, big and small, follows a common spiral principle, with no distinction between the universe and the soul. Even in Chinese culture, the number 9 symbolizes the emperor, perfection, and the connection between heaven and humanity. The temples often have staircases divisible by 9. In Maya culture, their time cycles also revolve around this principle. Thus, whether it is the pyramids of Giza, the Tibetan mandala, or the ancient temples of China, all seem to have been built with a silent understanding that the universe revolves according to principles that cannot be seen with the naked eye, but can be felt with the consciousness. And 3, 6, 9 stand at the center of that operation.
Nowadays, the 369 method has transcended ancient theory to become one of the most popular manifestation tools on TikTok, YouTube, and the global spiritual community. Simple yet powerful, this technique involves writing down what you desire 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times in the evening. Repeat every day as a spiritual ritual, not to force the universe to comply with your wishes, but to adjust your own inner vibrational frequency. The question is, why is it effective? In the world of energy, repetition is not just an action, it is a frequency. Every time you write down what you want with absolute focus, you are creating vibrational waves, sending a clear message into the quantum field. Repetition helps the conscious mind delve into the subconscious, where reality is truly programmed. The 3 numbers 3, 6, 9 do not just represent the number of repetitions. They symbolize the connection between idea, 3, action, 6, result, 9. When you write down what you desire with all your energy, you are not just creating a wish, you are becoming a resonator with it. Because you do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. The person who truly manifests is not the one who desires the most, but the one who understands who they are, what frequency they are vibrating at, and is willing to act from resonance rather than lack. And each time you write 369, what you are really doing is rebuilding your inner version of yourself to be worthy of what you are calling in. Not everyone feels the effects immediately, but for those who have tried it, they not only see their desires coming closer, but also see themselves changing, becoming more peaceful,
clearer, and more in sync with the flow of the universe. Many people believe that 369 is just a New Age illusion, a mind game trying to control the world with numbers. But if we look more closely, we will see that the miracle lies not in the numbers themselves, but in the way they touch the human subconscious. From a scientific perspective, the subconscious accounts for more than 90% of daily decisions and behaviors. When you repeat a message long enough and sincerely enough, it no longer remains just words. It becomes a map of actions in your subconscious. And so, 369 is not a mantra. It is a tool, a way to reprogram yourself, so you can adjust your energy, behavior, and emotions in alignment with what you want to attract. From a psychological perspective, this is called autosuggestion. Napoleon Hill, the author of Think and Grow Rich, also taught that you become what you believe most deeply. When you write down your desires in the 369 cycle, you are instilling a new belief, a new direction, a new entity. From a spiritual perspective, 369 is a symbol, not a key, but a door leading you back inside. It reminds you that you don't need to wait for a miracle. You are that miracle. You don't need to believe in numbers. Just believe in the vibrations you are sending out into the world. In the end, what matters is not whether you write 3, then 6, then 9 correctly, but whether you have enough tranquility to listen to what you truly desire. Do you have enough patience to live as if it were already true? Because the universe does not respond to your desires. It responds to your existence. And if you're still wondering whether 369 is real or not, just try it. Not to prove, but to feel. Right, not because you lack, but because you are becoming that. 369 is not the magical key. You are the one who holds the secret. If these things resonate with you, leave a signal and share this light with those who are still searching for their path. The alchemist's wisdom is always here, helping you decode the hidden truths of the universe. Maybe you didn't choose to watch this video, but it is the universe that is whispering in your ear. 3, 6, 9.